To better understand the physical processes in seas and oceans, the first step is understanding the interactions between the atmosphere and oceans. This is mainly because most processes between the atmosphere and the ocean occur at the boundary between the two fluids, water and air. Therefore, the boundary layer between the atmosphere and the ocean is the most important part. This is the place that connects oceanographers and meteorologists. The atmosphere and the ocean constantly interact at the boundary of two fluids. The atmosphere acts, and the ocean reacts. In daily life, the border between two things is always essential. For example, the border defines the proportion of each farmer from the land. Or the border can define the proportion of each country from the land. Borders are political boundaries between nations. It has been this border where many wars have happened between nations, and people have died. It's a sad story. Here for scientists, the boundary of the water and air is important. Among all atmospheric parameters, the wind is the most important as it is the quick effect of the atmosphere on the ocean and sea. It is the wind that moves the water and creates waves at the surface. The wind is the action of air, and the formation of waves and currents is the response of the sea and ocean to this. Have you thought about this question? Why are there a few temperature changes in the Caspian Sea at 30 to 40 meters from the surface, and the water is somewhat homogeneous? This is the effect of the wind. The wind mixes the water like a stirrer, and for this reason, the changes in the layers in the depths near the surface are negligible. In the Caspian Sea, three factors play a key role in the wind features: regional atmosphere activity, the topography of the coasts, and local atmosphere circulation. In other words, the wind comes from another region, the wind field formed in the Caspian Sea, and coastal topography changes the wind field. For example, near the coast, some mountains change the direction of the wind. Most of the year, two winds are the most dominant in the Caspian Sea, northwesterly and southeasterly wind. The estimation shows that 40% of the wind each year is northwesterly, while the southeasterly wind occur at 36%. In general, the mean annual wind speed over the area of the Caspian Sea is 5.7 meter per second, while near the Absheron Sill, the mean speed is higher than in other parts. Interestingly, each year, we have 20% of days with calm days with wind lower than 5 meter per second. But, 80% of days, roughly 300 days, we have wind with more than 5 meter per second. We can divide the wind of more than 5 meter per second into three categories. Moderate wind with a speed of 5 to 9 meter per second with 10 to 12% each year. Strong wind with a speed of 10 meter per second in only 4 to 6%. Strong wind or storm with a speed of more than 25 meter per second, which is a very low rate, for example, one time in a few years. Among all parts of the Caspian Sea, the northern part has 30 to 40 days with a speed of more than 15 meter per second. But, in the southern part, it would be 20 to 30 days of the each year. Another important parameter in determining the temperature of Caspian water is the air temperature. To understand this, we must first understand what air system exists over the Caspian Sea or understand climate of this sea. In general, the Caspian Sea is located in a different zone, mainly due to its stretching along the latitude. The northern part is a temperate continental climate, and the western coasts have a moderately warm climate. The southwestern and southern regions of the sea are subtropical zone. The eastern coasts of the sea are characterized by a desert climate. Continental climates often vary in temperature throughout the year, hot summers and cold winters. We know that subtropics are geographic and climatic zones located north and south of the tropics. Subtropical climates are often characterized by hot summers and mild winters. Now, in your opinion, according to these meteorological systems, what are the changes in the air temperature of the Caspian Sea in different parts? The winter temperature is -10 degrees Celsius, although on some days reaches -30 Celsius. But, in the southern part, the air temperature would be 8 to 12 degrees Celsius. In the summer, the monthly air temperature in the Caspian Sea can be 24 to 26 Celsius, but the maximum would be in the eastern part with a temperature of 40 Celsius. Another important point is the amount of precipitation in the Caspian Sea, which directly affects the salinity of the Caspian Sea. The average precipitation from region to region is different. In the east part, the precipitation is only 100 mm per year due to the drying climate, while in the southwestern this would be 1,700 mm per year. In the open sea, the mean precipitation rate is equal to 200 mm per year. So far, we have answered why salinity and temperature are distributed in this way in the Caspian Sea due to its climate and precipitation rate. Now, according to this wind field, how do you think the Caspian waves and currents are? We will answer it later. This story continues. Indeed, this length of the Caspian is the factor that makes this sea as a unique water basin.